In this lecture, I'm going to show you how to download Packet Tracer and go through some basic navigation for the course. So if you don't have a copy of Packet Tracer, it is available from Cisco, and if you don't have a link, go over to cisconetsolutions.com, and there just select Packet Tracer. There's a direct link to Cisco Networking Academy, and here this is the main page to Cisco Networking Academy. And if you don't have a copy of Packet Tracer, you need to register with them, and that takes around 5 minutes to do it. It's pretty easy to do, and they'll enroll you in an Introduction to Packet Tracer course, and it's a little lengthy, and you can complete it in your leisure, but it'll give you the opportunity to get a download of the current version of Packet Tracer that you can use for the course. And once you get that downloaded, then you can go over and with each lecture there's an assigned Packet Tracer lab. It's a zip file, and you can download it. You don't have to, it's optional. You can download it and go through the lab at home, or you can follow along from home as well. So it'll give you access to the Packet Tracer files. And here's the topology here. So if you go over to host 1, for example, that could be a desktop or a laptop. So this is the main menu here. You select config, and there's the gateway address there. It's a static IP address. And select fast Ethernet. That'll show you the actual IP address that's assigned to the host, and a subnet mask. And there's IP6 addressing as well. And if you're running some commands, you would select desktop, and then go over to command prompt. And from here you can run commands like ping or traceroute or telnet, for example. Some real standard commands. And you can also select web browser as well. And from there you can go over and type in the IP address with HTTP and start a web page from a server. And sometimes you're verifying if you can get to a web server for application layer testing. And there's also terminal setting as well, and this is if you're running to have a connection to a console port, for example. And there, that shows you the default Cisco settings for it. So as well, you can go to a switch. So you select a switch and go to CLI, command line interface. And from there you can type enable and just sign on to it. From here you can run some commands, some show commands. For example, show run, go through and verify the running configuration. You can run some operational commands like show IP interface brief, and you have to sometimes size this window to make sure you can get all the information listed there as well. And you can also go over to the router and select config. Actually select physical or CLI, do the same thing. It's all the same menu, and run the same commands. And server's the same thing. It's got config. So there's the gateway address for that, and you can select fast Ethernet. You can select DHCP or static, same as with the desktop. And with physical, you can restart the device by just selecting the power button, turning it on and off. Same thing goes with the network device. You can go over and select the same thing and just arrow over, and there's the power switch there, so you can turn the device on and off if you want to add modules. The course themselves don't get into adding network modules. Most of it's kind of preset, so you go through and have the commands set up and run some show commands. So the navigation is pretty basic, and it's pretty much all you need to do the course itself. So in this lecture, that's what I want to do, is go through and show you how basically easy it is and to get Packet Tracer and to start using it from home. And that concludes the Packet Tracer lecture.